Welcome to my another video. Today here we are going to video the Dji Mavic 3. I have made it based on my personal researches, which might help you purchase it. We have included links in the description. Please check it out, so make sure you check those out. The Dji Mavic 3 has a tough act to follow as its predecessor the Mavic 2 Pro redefined drone imaging. When I looked at the 2 Pro a couple of years ago, I was blown away with the 1-inch sensor in the Hasselblad camera. The image quality it produced seemed incredible, coupled with the size of the drone and its advanced flight features. There was really very little not to like. The only slight disappointment is the second camera. It offers a 162mm focal length and a hybrid zoom. Firstly, yes, there are two cameras. Take a look at the front of the camera and you'll see the two lenses. When I first heard about these, I got very excited as I thought that DJI had essentially created the Mavic 3 as a combination of the Mavic 2 Pro and zoom combined. Unfortunately, this isn't the case. Build and handling. This is DJI, and as we found before, the build quality is good. I've checked at length, and like the Mavic 2 Pro, this upgrade is just as solid, and the design and aesthetics have changed to accommodate the additional cooling and sensors. Again, the Mavic 3, as with the Mavic 2 Pro, is a fine-looking drone, and being a Mavic is designed to be as portable as possible. The folding arm design is ever present and as confusing for a first-time user as ever. My main drone doesn't have folding arms, and while I've looked at and flown every Mavic drone there has been, I'll still unfold out of sequence 1 in 5 times. A nice feature is the drone harness that arrives with the Mavic 3, at least with the Fly More combo. This fits over the nose of the Mavic 3, loops around the back and holds everything neatly together when packed away. It's simple but effective. It also helps prevent damaging the props in transit. Performance. Setting the drone down on a flat surface, it then takes a couple of minutes to check the drone over, power up, connect the controller to the mobile, unfold the drone arms and props, pop in the battery and finally power up. The process is as fast as the setup for any drone, meaning that you can arrive at your location, do your flight safety checks and be ready to fly within a few minutes. The DJI Mavic 3 uses 3 different satellite systems: GPS, GLONASS and BeiDou. This means that although there is still a wait for the drone to locate the number of satellites that it needs, it doesn't take too long. In this test, I checked and was connected to 27 satellites, so not bad. Battery. The Mavic 3's top speed of 47 miles per hour and transmission distance of 9.3 miles should be praised, mainly because I can fly the drone farther than the previous drones in the series. But another thing to note here is that the flight time is 46 minutes. It's incredibly long compared to the Mini 2 and Air 2S, so I enjoyed flying the Mavic 3 without worrying about changing new ones often. However, my tests have shown that battery life peaks in the 35-minute range. It's still pretty good in my book. Flight modes. Clicking through the different flight modes, Cine, Normal and Sport, and the characteristics of the drone in flight completely change. In Cine mode, the Mavic 3 is precise and smooth in rotation and motion. Switch to Normal, and the drone is instantly more reactive, enabling faster and more dynamic shots. It's also good when selecting start and end points for your shot before switching to Cine mode. Camera use. The video transmission for the Mavic 3 is in a league that hasn't been seen on a drone of this size. It's smooth and crisp, and the latency between the camera and live view is next to nothing. What's also apparent is that for the first time, as you adjust the camera settings, the frame rate changes are apparent on the screen of your smartphone. The difference for drone footage between 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second is quite dramatic, with the 30 frames per second footage looking jerky in comparison with the 60 frames per second. You bet! If you want to get the best video quality with a portable drone, there's nothing better than Mavic 3. We have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range.